It's still Tuesday, and I'm still on the road. It's almost 3 o'clock, and I have 7 hours left to go. It's slow going, but it's going. I'm in for the big push now. I've stopped several times to go to Michael's. Only if I can see it from the highway, though. But, you know, I felt like I needed to stop, too. So, anyways, I'm really going to try to give a push. And, it's 3, at least go till 5 without stopping. And that should be until I need gas, actually. So, next stop is when I need gas. I just have over a half a tank. So, probably another couple hours I should be able to go. So, 5 hours. I'm really, really trying to make it home today. I don't know. I'm not sure. Haven't had any issues because I have been stopping. Good thing. I don't feel terribly sleepy. It's just boring. I'm just driving. This is the hardest part of the trip, you know. You just kind of want to get home and you want to get home fast, and you have 11 hours. Well, it was really 16 hours to get home to my last destination. It's kind of like, and it was 11 hours this morning that I had to go. And I still have 7, so I've only been on technically driving 4 hours on the road for 5 hours, 5.5 hours, somewhere around there, I guess. I mean, my stops are pretty quick, but I wish I were further than this. But I'm in Pennsylvania, that's a good thing. And so there's a lot of trucks on the road. The traffic has been moving along very well. It's all major highways. Haven't got any dirt roads or anything like that. So I think Jack will get a kick out of that if he listens to this, because that's GPS has taken us on dirt roads a time or two, and actually it took me on a dirt road the other day. I was like, oh gosh, this brings back bad memories. Why are you following the GPS if it's bringing you on a dirt road? That's what Jack said to me, and it's like, because that's where it said to go. But it's like, why would you go on a dirt road? Because the GPS said to go that way. GPS might be wrong? Don't you think we should look at this? Yes, I think we should look at this. But I went on the dirt road anyways. Forget where I was going. But wherever. I was somewhere and I did the road. Some back road or something, and the tarred road ended for about a mile, and then it started back up again. Made it to where I was going. I don't know. I forget where I was going. Probably Michael's. Probably. Because, you know, they're still having their 70% off clearance. I haven't really found very much, though. I went to a Goodwill, too. I found a couple little things there. I got a new steering wheel cover. So my fuzzy wuzzy, my little fuzzy wuzzy is, yes, I'm doing this while I'm driving, is gonna take a little break for a while. So now I have a black smooth one with dragonflies on it. Got it for $1.95 at Goodwill. It's cute. As I yawn, I say I'm not tired. Just need oxygen, that's all. So, I've been eyeing these jars at Michael's. These, I'll show you. These jars. And they have a little, I don't know if that's supposed to be no, that's just the opening. But they're those jars. And they have have smaller ones too. And so they were 70% off. Now, I haven't seen them at 70% off, but this particular, every store seems to be different. Some of the stores have those recollection stamps on sale for the ones that they're in a, like on a 3x5 card or whatever, for 70% off. Some of the stores don't. Nothing is consistent at all. And the last store I went to, they said that she didn't believe me that red tags were 70% off. And she said that last week green tags were, and I said, well, the stores I went to last week green tags weren't 70% off. Go figure. So they all have their own little, I don't know, quirks. So those jars, and I had looked at them in another store, but they weren't 70% off, and so the little one, the smaller ones, they're not little, they're just a little shorter than this big one I showed you. They were going to be $2.10. Sorry. I'm not tired, really. So they were going to be $2.10 after 70% off. Well, I had four different colors. Blue, they only had one blue. It's really a nice blue. Blue, orange, yellow, and green. Just love them. They're so awesome. And they're going to go really well in my new scrapbook because I'm just trying to do those kind of colors. I love bright colors. I want the walls to be fairly neutral, and then I want to bring a lot of color in through decorations and things like that. So anyways, I said, oh, $2.10, I'll get 4 jars. You know, it's not too bad. Well, I got the register, and they rang up at $1.39. And they were regular $5.99. And I said, oh, I'm going back to get more. And the girl said, okay, go ahead. And they said, no, I'm not holding up the line. And I said, you ring me up, put my bag aside, and I said, I will go back and get more. Okay. So I went back and I got 6, yeah, because I got 2 more green, 2 red, I think, 2 yellow, or did I get 4 red? I can't remember. Let's see. Anyways, something, I got at least, I might have got 4 red. I got 2 yellows, 2 greens, and 2, sorry, the person behind me, I'm going 80, that's not fast enough for them. So they were going to pass me on the right, and I decided to pull over. Too bad. You get the ticket, I'm not getting it. So, I went back and I think I got 6 more of the smaller ones. So I got 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 red, I think. And then I got the larger ones, and they only had 3. So I got all 3 of those. I think there was 2 greens and 1 yellow, something like that. But anyways, those were $1.79 for this one. So I was like, sweet! So then I saw, I know, I'm driving and I'm doing a haul video. There were these spellbinders. This. And it had a red tag on it. There was this one, and then there was another one that I didn't really care for, and then there was the big one, and I didn't want the big one, because those are usually like, oh my god. So sorry. Those are usually like $49.99. So I said, how much are those 2? So she said $29.99 each. With 70% off, it would be like $9. So I kind of went, eh. So then I said, oh, can I see the green one? Because it's like a doily, sort of, you know. It's really cute. So I said, can I see that one? So it's $24.99, not $29.99. And I said, oh, did the math, and it came out to be $7.50. And I said, oh, that's much better. So So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 dies in there. And so she said, well, those aren't 70% off. I said, yes, all red and blue tags are 70% off. She said, no, that's not, they're not. And I said, I'm going to go get the sign and I'm going to show you. I don't understand how the cashiers don't know, like, those kind of sales. I don't, and today's Tuesday, and I mean, maybe it's the first day she worked this week, that could be. But anyways, I don't understand how they don't know. So I said, yes, all red and blue. So I went and got the sign and showed her. She goes, oh, I don't think it's these though. I don't think it's this stuff. I said, it doesn't matter, it's red. Everything red. It says right on here, all red and blue. All. Keyword all. So, I'm going to have to call the manager. So she called the manager, and the manager said, no, those things behind the counter aren't 70% off. And I said, yes, they are, because they have a red tag. She said, you're going to need to come up here. So the manager came up, and she was looking at the original prices. Well, they were marked with a red tag. I don't know why. The one that I got was on the rack in the back of the cashier without a red tag. It was full price. It was the exact same thing. Somebody, I don't know who put the red tags on them. Somebody put red tags on them and put the regular price on it. So, I'm so sorry. I'm not too tired to drive. So anyways, she said, well, this is what the regular price is. I said, it doesn't matter. It has a red tag, and you're holding the sign right there that says all red tag items. She pulled all the others off the shelf, off the rack, and she said, give it to her. I said, yeah, you're going to give it to me. Of course you are. You don't have a choice. What is she thinking? So anyways, I got it for $7.50. So I got my share of dies this vacation, I should say. So anyways, so yeah, I got 4. Of the small jars and 3 of the bigger ones. They had, so if you like those, go get them, because they're $1.39 for those. It's not, and again, it's not small by any means for the medium size, and then $1.79 for the large size. Time to take a sip of soda, I think. So, if you like them, now's the time to get them, because they're, even though they say 70% off, I don't know, maybe not all the stores are the same either. They're like 90% off or something. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they're $1.39 and $1.79. And I got, I believe I showed in my last video that I did last night, the stuff that I bought, and at Tuesday morning I bought some more of those printable stickers that you can make them look like chalkboard things, and so I can print labels, and they're labels, that's what they are, they're labels. I can print labels for these that are going to look just like chalkboard. That's what it shows. That's one of the designs that it shows. So that's going to be so cool. I'm so excited. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted the ones with the chalkboard, like the chalk things on, the chalk labels on them. But the thing is with that is that you have to write your own, label. And to write in chalk on something showed me a trick. Because I'm thinking, what if I want to change the label? Those labels might be hard to peel off. So this is my idea. Cindy showed me a trick. When you have a something sticky that you don't want to, a sticky label or a sticky sticker or dimensional sticker or anything like that, I think it works for everything. She puts, like she has that Scotch 3M white glue. She used that. She put that because she wanted to stick the top of the sticker on, but not the bottom, so she could slip a, someone could slip a photo underneath it or whatever. And so she put the white glue on it like that. I don't know if it would work with regular Elmer's white glue, but so you put the glue on the part that you don't want to be sticky and let it dry, and it's not sticky anymore. Just a coating, really cool. So for these stickers, I think if I do that on the back after I print them, and then before I put them on, if I put the glue on it, because I don't want them to be that I can't tear them off. And once stickers are on for a while, they stick on, and I guess I could run water over it. That would make it unstick. Those kind of labels, I could just put some spray stuff on it, that spray adhesive remover, which I have tons of that. I guess I could just do that, and then that would remove the adhesive from the jar. But sometimes it makes the jar look scratchy. But anyways, maybe I'll try that technique on these labels, and then repositionable adhesive maybe to stick them on. It's worth a try. So I'll see. But anyways, whatever I do, I have really nice, pretty labels that I can make look like chalk and print it, whatever I want to put in it. I think I'm going to use them for flowers, and they're going to be, my flowers are going to be much easier to get at, and they'll look really pretty. So I am so excited. I will probably be looking for more. So anyways, that was a really good, really fun which a lot of times that's the way it is. So I have 6 hours and 47 minutes left. Not too bad. So, but I will be stopping pretty soon. Again. I will be stopping pretty soon to walk around some more. Show my arrival time even later. But oh well, nothing I can do. Alright, I am really super rambling. This is like a very long video of just me rambling, probably repeating myself a million times. So I apologize for that. And I am going to say goodbye for now. And I'm going to find a place where I can stop and find a bike house. And then I will stop for a little bit, get back on the road for a